Okay, so you have a 2007 or 2008 Honda Fit, and it's throwing a error code P2646, and it will not go over 4,000 RPM, and it stutters. Here's what your likely culprit is. It's going to be this guy right here, your VTEC Solenoid, or variable valve timing solenoid. Or actually, more specifically, it's probably this guy right here. This is our new screen and gasket we're going to be putting in. The old screen and gasket was so bad. Here's the old gasket right here. This is what it looked like after cleaning. Disgusting. So let's show you how to get to this. Now, when you're taking this off, I would recommend going ahead. You're going to pull this off. I don't have my clamp on there, so mine just slides right on off like that. Should probably put a clamp back on there, but oh well. You don't necessarily have to take this off. You can just take the 10mm bolt out right here and down here, and you're going to want to make sure you disconnect this clip up here, your sensor up here, and this screw back here. Zoom in on that for you. That screw back there. That guy. And this, you want to take that clip off. Once you do that, you should be able to slide this whole thing out. And once you do that, I would go ahead and I'd take this off. I take it off right here and just turn these sideways, and it should come right on up. And then you can have access to your solenoid, your VTEC solenoid, or your variable valve timing solenoid. I'll put a link in the description for the VTEC Solenoid, and I'll also put a link in there for the gasket and just the filter, because that's what we did. We just ended up replacing the screen filter and sprayed out the solenoid with carb cleaner and worked the plunger a bit to get it nice and clean. But here's what it looks like when stuff's been removed. I'll go ahead and show you the VTEC solenoid so you can see the 3 bolts. Well, you can see 2 of them right there, and the third one's on the bottom to get that out, and they're 10mm. Other than that, this is right here's what the what it looks like when the VTEC solenoid's been removed. And if you want to know how to test your solenoid, here's how.
Take a jumper, go from your battery, negative to inside terminal.
And if you hear that click, then that is a good sign that your VTEC solenoid switch is working. Now we're going to show you what it looks like with it off the solenoid. As you can see, it's functioning properly, going in and out, switching on and off. And this is your actual plunger. Now I'm going to show you a little arrow where you can stick a small screwdriver very carefully as not to score anything in there. But you can get a screwdriver in there to see if the plunger moves up and down freely. And if it does, then that means your plunger should be working properly. I'll put instructions on the screen so you can know how to test your pressure switch as well. And there you have it. If any of this helped you out, consider liking and subscribing to this channel.